Birmingham is one of the biggest cities in the UK, but many people walk past through this museum without realizing how much history is inside. From ancient treasures to stories about how this city helped change the world. Today, we are finding about what's special about this place. Now, when you walk through these doors feeling like stepping into another world, every room tells a different story. And the crazy thing is, most people living in Birmingham probably don't even know what's here. Now, Birmingham wasn't always the modern city we see today. It grew from a small medieval settlement into one of the most important industries cities in the world. Now, some of the things I found here genuinely surprised me, from incredible artwork to historical objects that connect Birmingham with stories from around the world. Now, this museum is much bigger than I expected. You know, from the entrance, it sounds and looks amazing. Now, journey with me as we go in to discover every intricate details about Birmingham Museum and Art Gallery. Let's dive in together. Now, as you can see, this image here, this dates back to about thousands of years ago. And look at that beauty. Look at how that lovely, just look at that monument. That looks amazing. Thousands of years ago. And look at that beauty. Look at how that. And when you look at the structures here are out of this world. Look at that. Look at that level of details. Look at that level of intricacy. And look at that beautiful statue. And here we go. I saw that image. That's gonna be the first thing you're gonna behold when you walk into Birmingham Museum. And that is Lucifer, the fallen one. That is Lucifer, the fallen one. And look at those murals on the wall. Look at that. I mean, it has this level of details around there. It has this level of details. The pictures, the artworks. You know, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You know. And then here we got some murals, some nice paintings. I tell you what, those paintings date back to years and years and years ago. I don't even think if my pap is born yet or something like that. So I don't know, but it dates back to years. And look at that. You know, when I was going through this painting, I saw that loads of people. It looks so real. Those are real images of people that is being painted. You know, yeah. And here is painting. I saw that loads of people. It looks so real. Those are real images of people. Gallery of. Wait, you're gonna see that right now. So because I had to take out my time to get every details, make sure that I don't leave even the back of Lucifer. I had to get that, I had to video that, I had to get that on the video, you know. So yeah, it's beautiful though. And here we are in the legendary Ozzy. You know, this is a man that graced metal music. Like, bro is goated. Like, he's goated. I mean, they dedicated this section mainly for Ozzy. For Ozzy. Like, here, he had everything. Every pictures on the wall. Every artwork on the wall shows him, like, it has his details on it. From the A to Z, it has every detail of Ozzy, Forever Birmingham. And guess what? Do you know that Ozzy is from Birmingham? Do you know that? Yeah, Ozzy is from Birmingham. So that is why Birmingham was where he began his career from the early 80s, 70s. He began his career in Birmingham. So respect to Ozzy. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. Then when you walk more and more and more and you go in, you will see a lot of more artifacts in there, like loads of it. So imagine walking through this street 100 of years ago. No cars, no electricity, no modern buildings, just craftsmen working with their hands. Now, this market is filled with local traders and small communities slowly growing into something much bigger. Welcome to Birmingham early history, a world of timber houses, small shops, narrow streets, and people living a completely different life from the one we experience today. Now, Birmingham's story is incredible, like because it started from humble beginnings. This was once a small medieval market, but over the centuries, it transformed into one of the most important cities in Britain. The people here built their lives through trade, craftsmanship, and innovation. Now, the same spirit that would later help Birmingham become famous around the world during the Industrial Revolution. Just admire that beauty. Village, a small farmstead. Just admire the farmstead. Just admire